I know you said that this is a business trip first and foremost, but not often do you go on a business trip and get to see your family. What was it like to come back here and to perform like that in front of them?
Yeah, I think anytime I get to come back to the city of Houston is special, and this is the first time I've ever played back home at the professional level, collegiate level. Never got the opportunity to do it at the collegiate level, so coming back, playing in a place where I've built a lot of memories. Built a lot of memories with my mom, my dad, coming to watch ball in this same stadium. You know, of all things, you know, it's a great team win. You know, and there's rarity in me reflecting on things and not having emotion towards it. But I'm proud that my family got to see that today. I'm proud my dad got to see that, and I know that's special to him because my family knows the memories that we've had with the Houston Texans, and you know, just being around and being involved in the camps, and the Andre Johnson, and you know, him giving me his cleats as a kid, and those are our memories that I value truly, and to come home and get a win in this city is special.
Did you give yourself a moment to really reflect on it, either before or after the game?
No, I really didn't. You know, it hit me when I was riding in the city and I wasn't going home. I was going to the hotel. You know, and you know, it's just a special moment. It's a special experience. You know, and I wouldn't want to experience it with any other group of men. You know.
You would think of human nature to kind of have a little more amped upness, or whatever you want to call it. How do you stay away from that? Just kind of stay the course.
I just really focus on the things that I can control. You know what I mean? You know, nothing else really mattered. You know, I know I would have a lot of supporters here, in which I value and I appreciate, and you know, I just want to make them proud, make the city proud, city of Houston and the city of Philly proud. You know, and just controlling the things that I can.
You spoke about memories here. What do you think the moment tonight's going to be the biggest memory from this one?
Being able to get a win. You know, I think about this game, and you know, I just said it up there at the podium talking with the Thursday night crew. You know, there's a lot to be grateful about. There's a lot to reflect on and look at the things that we did well. There's also a lot of things that we can improve on, and I know, you know, I'm not going to make excuses about anything or the short week. You know, we have a standard of play. We want to play to that at all times. So it's a learning experience for us. It's a formative experience that'll only build us up. You know, and I truly think the only direction is to rise. You know, personally, playing in the city of Houston and being the first time playing it back home, that's a special moment for me personally. I think the job is still not done, and you know, I talk about there never being an arrival and there only being a journey, and that's something that I embrace. That's something that this football team embraces, the journey of what's ahead, the journey of daily deposits and daily improvement and daily efforts to be the best football team we can be, you know, and that's the only thing we want to do. So it's all about the standard, playing to that standard and then raising the standard.
I know y'all have a lot more work to do, but what does it mean to be 8-0 for the first time in franchise history?
Yeah, it's I know it's special for the city of Philadelphia, you know, and I mean I've been 8-0 before and lost the national championship, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, just take it day by day, you know what I'm saying? Take it day by day. We haven't accomplished anything yet, you know, and it's a day by day thing of us controlling the things we can, playing to our standard, and trying to grow every day. I think that's truly what it's about.
Texans head coach Lovie Smith said that he thinks that you're one of the most improved players, if not the most improved player in the NFL this year. What does that mean to you coming from an opposing coach like that?
Yeah, I respect this opinion. You know, I work to improve every offseason. You know, I work to improve every offseason, and you know, the work shows in due time. You know, and it's a great team effort for us to come out here and battle through these types of wins. You got CD making big time plays on the back end, getting us momentum, getting us a short field. You got Hargraves having a career day. You know, so while I've made improvement and while I put the work in, it's only a reflection of what we've done as a football team. Everybody's put the work in, and I think for us to be where we are, that's showing. So yeah, there's still more work to be put in. There's more work to be done, and I can only smile for so long. You know what I mean? I'm hungry for it, and we're gonna keep going.
You had big plays last week, and tonight you had an 18-play drive, 10-play scoring drive. What's it say about this team that can play those different styles?
Yeah, I truly believe. I feel like we can. We have the ability to be able to play different types of ball, different type of ball in different situations in the game. I made the reference to your favorite steakhouse or seafood spot or whatever it is. The high-end one. You have your fish of the day. You have the chef's choice, whatever it is. I feel like we can show up and run the ball effectively, throw the ball effectively, kind of do both. It just kind of depends on what that, what that flow of the game is looking like, and that's a testament to our players, how we prepare, and then our coaches putting us in good positions. And I feel like we definitely could have done I feel like we could have done some things to kind of create more advantageable plays in terms of our execution and how we kind of responded to certain things. But nonetheless, as a team, we responded to everything that was thrown to us in one way or another. And I'm always happy to leave with a win.
Two more.
Could you describe the improvement you're seeing or experiencing in the
I haven't
passing?
seen you in a minute. It's good to see you.
Thanks for taking my question. The improvement you've seen in the passing game the last couple of weeks. You've had 3 straight games with multiple touchdown passes, 4 to AJ the last 2 weeks. Just the evolution of that aspect of your offense.
Yeah, I think it's the work we put in the off season. We truly prepare for this. We prepare for it, and I've never been one to mind myself of anyone else's expectations for me. It's about my standard, and it's about what I desire to go out there and do on the field. And I feel like we set a precedent for what we want to accomplish as an offense, and it's still yet to be there. It's still yet to be attained. But it's the work we put in. It's the friendship we create, the camaraderie we create, and going out there and truly playing for each other, truly communicating and trying to get on the same page about things. And that takes a great diligence, and I think that's a special thing about this offensive group and this football team.
Jalen, the Astros just won another World Series game. I wondered how much you've been keeping up with that and what you think about the World Series.
I don't know what to tell you. I really don't.
These Thursday night games are always tough, and so however you got to get it done, you got to go get it done. And our guys played hard. They played physical. Couple of things we talked about was making sure our bodies were as good as they could possibly be to go out and handle our business and being able to play fast. All right, so those were the 2 really main goals. And what I like to say is our strength and conditioning staff, our doctors, our training staff, led by Arsh and led by Tom and led by Ted Rath, did an unbelievable job getting these guys' bodies ready to go. Guys did an unbelievable job focusing on their bodies to make sure they were in top notch so we could play a full football game. And that starts at the top of Mr. Lurie and the organization that we have. This is a top notch organization. It's the best organization I've ever been in. And Mr. Lurie is so supportive. He got so many people in place to help us do our job, and that was on full display tonight. And so I handed out 2 game balls. I don't ever hand out game balls, and Mr. Lurie got one, and Javon Hargrave got one. So.
Go
ahead.
We just see how Jalen upon his return to his home city.
You know what? The one thing I said to him before the game, I said, don't let this be a distraction. You're the last person I worry about with this, but don't let this be a distraction to you. And he had the same look on his face as if it didn't matter. That's who he is, and that's how he goes about his business. It was nice that I finally got to meet his family, nice people. And it was really nice to be able to meet them and put a face to the conversations that Jalen and I have. He speaks so highly of his family. So, but I know that felt good for him. I know that's something he can enjoy now. But he didn't approach that game any differently than he approached the Pittsburgh game, than he approached the Cowboy game. That's why he's a true professional.
It's the best start in franchise history. Is that significant to you?
Yeah, it's just the next one. At this particular point, being 8-0 is sweet, right? And it beats the alternative of being 7-1 or 6-2, right? And so we know that our goal wasn't to go 8-0. Our goal is to take one game at a time, and that's our goal. And so